Hi everyone, and welcome back to another reading. For today we have divine messages, okay? Divine messages that need to reach you today. And we have 3 groups to choose from, and we're choosing from a beautiful living Reiki healing cards. For group number 1, we have this beautiful card in this like pale pink with Choose Your Emotions. Group number 2, we have the blue one with We Can Try. And group number 3, we have the Enlightenment card and the green. So pink, blue, and green, or go by the timestamps that will be in the description box. And yeah, take your time, take a deep breath. This will be also very healing messages, I feel, because I felt very drawn to my Reiki cards today. Maybe I will do some Reiki in between. We shall see how the readings go. Sometimes I can plan and it turns out completely different. So, but we just go with the flow and see what messages come through for you today. Something you really need to hear or heal. See, the word healing is just, it just wants to come through really badly. So without further ado, I want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the reading, and let's just get right into it. Hi, beautiful group number 1. You chose this pale pink card with Choose Your Emotions, and I'm trying to tune in right away. Immediately, before I could even start talking, I felt love. And softness obviously is coming through with this card here. And let's read what it says on the other side. Emotions are not caused by outer events. They are an internal reaction to an external event. They represent the choice you have made. We choose what emotion to feel, always. I think this is more also feels like a reminder. But we shall see what the cards say, okay? How we can connect this. There's still something about this, especially also the color. It's almost skin. Something about the skin as well. Maybe your there's a sensation, okay, like something touching your skin, or maybe the weather makes you feel a certain way. It also could be seasonal changes, as right now we're in springtime currently when I'm recording this, so there could be, your emotions could be changing. Maybe you're feeling more happy, but also I do feel a little bit this all over the place, like up and down. Emotions are naturally going up and down, but like it says beautifully on the card though too, that we can choose our emotion. It's more so also when it says emotions are not caused by outer events, it's almost like there are outside events, right? It's becoming the observer and becoming aware of what is going on around you and how it makes you feel. And then we have a choice of always being in the power of choosing our emotions, choosing how to feel. It's interesting because I actually this morning I had a conversation with a friend while I was volunteering, and it basically came down to this as well, that almost the most important thing we can learn as we get older, or we can learn in life, no matter how old we are, is awareness. Awareness of what is happening around us, awareness how we react to it, awareness of our emotion, essentially. Okay, let's move on from this, and let's get you, what is this? Urban Crow Oracle cards. Okay, what does group number 1 need to know as their divine message for today, please? For group number 1, please. I also heard, maybe this is maybe a little bit weird, but my head is kind of clogging up. So maybe there's also some seasonal change and also some allergies potentially. Maybe with spring and everything coming out of the ground again, maybe there's a little bit of heaviness in the head, and maybe that's also irritating, okay? That might be contributing to somebody's emotional state here. Mischief, interesting. Yeah, we're tricking something here. Is a bit of a tricking feeling, tricking emotion, or playing. Okay, I don't really see it as something super negative when I look at these cards. They definitely want something, those crows, and the cat is kind of like, what the heck? But let's get another one and see how this connects. Actually, I want to put this to the right now. I also feel with group number 1, looking at this pale pink, I want to be soft. I want to feel soft. I want to speak soft, but it's not working. Okay, so there's something nagging in the background, I feel. We're trying to contain ourselves, and I don't know if you're supposed to be doing this or if you should just be authentic, because this nagging might not go away until we give it attention, okay? And then, oh yeah, it might be a warning. Okay, interesting. Maybe you're trying to overpower an emotion that you're currently feeling, and you're trying to push it away. But maybe this emotion or whatever is going on, whatever is like knocking on your emotional door, so to speak, is actually there to warn you about something. And that's interesting. I had some health stuff here. Maybe it's something about health, but it could be yeah, upheaval on the bottom. See, maybe it's warning you about something that is going on around you or is going to happen. This very much reminds me of the Tower card right now in the tarot. So these are like quick, sudden, unexpected changes and events. Something's turning out differently than we thought. So maybe there is already something inside of you that's telling you this, to be prepared. But let's see. I do want to, yeah, let's do the Lenormand. Okay, please. What is this all about for group number 1? Here we have the owls, more birds, eh? This is gossip. So there could be people talking. There could literally people in the background talking about you, influencing you. Let me put this now. Here we have the Child, about a new beginning, potentially, about something new. Could be about a child, literally. And here we have the Mice. Okay, something nagging. I already mentioned this. So these are just confirmations that, again, I feel the same sensation about something nagging. Here we have something eating away at something, at the cat here. There's something trying to warn you. There's something going on in the background that you may be aware of, but you're ignoring it. With the Child, this is interesting. I want to know, Spirit, what does it about the Child? What does it have to do with this? We have Fish here, a new beginning in finances potentially. Innocence is coming through as well. Maybe you're turning a blind eye on something. It could also be with the Fish finances. It's a letter. Maybe you're just ignoring a problem right now, group number 1. But with Choose Your Emotions. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you're scared if you pay attention to this issue that's going on, that it will get bigger. Maybe you've already know about how to choose your emotions, how to feel. Maybe you're trying to be very proper to not attract the wrong things right now. But there is something, it doesn't go away. We have this beautiful, calming, soft card, and then very harsh, aggressive ones after it. Interesting. Can we get Divine Feather Messenger card, please? For group number 1, what do they need to know? A Huron. Oops. Let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Again, now we're picking up on this color. Okay, with the Huron here. Let go of conventional things, and follow your own unique path. I think I'm trying to figure out if you already are trying to live in this energy because you feel drawn to it, right? Because there's so much going on underlying this, and then we're basically abundance. So we're circling the dark energies here with this soft pale pink. We're starting with it and we're ending with it. Let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Maybe it's also, maybe you're still torn between how to choose your emotions when something is so apparent, okay? Let's say you have bills to pay or something like this, and it's just nagging, okay? It's just nagging emotions, nagging stuff that you have to deal with in a regular life. Like, we're just living here, we have to deal with problems and bills and issues and just things that are really annoying, and that might trigger your peace. Your peace is triggered, your enjoyment of the moment. You just like living la 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 day by day and doing your thing. And there's constantly things going on in the background basically that are major, you know, like finances, for example. But it is asking you here to remember that you choose your emotions also, and for you specifically, when we let go of conventional paths. So let's see with tarot also how, if there's advice, okay, on how we can actually do this. Oh man, on the bottom we have the white swan. The power of divine grace is within you. So I think you're way more powerful than you think. There is some sort of scarcity coming through here, that you will be shaking quickly, like you're scared quickly, or that people can do with you whatever they want, or that maybe your emotions can do with you whatever they want, that they have power over you. So, but to achieve this, to be able to choose the emotions, even in these circumstances, we're going to ask tarot how we can let go of a conventional path and live uniquely. Okay. Okay, tarot. We're using the Tarot of the Abyss. Absolutely gorgeous deck. Very cool illustrations. And we're asking tarot, please, now for advice and how we can let go of conventional paths and live uniquely for you, uniquely for group number 1. These for group number 1. Maybe we'll start off with 3 cards. For group number 1, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, on the bottom we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. Also understanding that things are always changing. And again, I feel again that you're the one who can change it. Again, we have to choose your emotions, choose what's next. This is maybe also a bit... I just had a thought. Hang on. Oh yeah, don't let life decide for you while you're sitting in this emotion, okay? It's almost like you have to, yeah, the law of attraction, blah, 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 but it's more so, what do you want, group number 1? What do you want to experience next? And what do you want to see next? It's almost holding on to your vision, I feel, with the Wheel of Fortune here on the bottom, trying to hold on to your vision, while still accepting that things are up and down, but not letting the downs pull you down with it. That's what's coming through with the Wheel of Fortune here. Let's see the first 3 cards we have for you. We have the 4 of Swords. Okay, so definitely with this card I already got the more of resting. Okay, resting, like a meditation, potentially, or just laying down the overthinking thoughts. Like letting them rest, putting the swords down for a little bit, having a good night's sleep. 5 of Wands. Here we have competition with others and bickering with others. Here again, we have the birds fighting here. This is still, I feel, more like a background noise. But maybe it's also sticking up for yourself. With this cat as well and these birds here, maybe also there's a mix of calm boundaries. Picking up the stick though, telling people off or telling this emotion off in a calm way. Something calm, not not impulsively, but what's the word? Assertive is coming through. And then we have the Nine of Cups immediately. Wow. Enjoying the little victories here, the little satisfactions that are coming out out of all these cups simultaneously. So I also feel with this, it's almost like either all or nothing, right? A little bit here. I feel you want to. Like, there's definitely this one thing of walking away from something, but then there's distractions again here. Something is bothering. But as advised, we get the Four of Swords, the Five of Wands, and then the Nine of Cups. Maybe there's also little achievements along the way and you're not paying attention to them. There's little satisfactions also in standing up for yourself with the Five of Wands. I usually see it as competition. Too much competition, it's like too many cooks ruin the soup, right? But in this case, in this picture specifically, I do feel that you should go and take what's yours. You should also not leave it up to chance. It's like, it's this fine line I find for you. It's almost like taking something out of the situation that serves you. I feel you're a very nice person and you want to do something really right. Okay, group number one, you want to do it the right way, but maybe sometimes you leave it all up to chance. Okay, also with the Wheel of Fortune here, like it's just, oh well, if the universe works, it'll just do whatever, is good for me. But maybe because we're also human, it's deciding, laying down the mental swords, okay, laying down all this overthinking, like putting this away, going into like a bit of a meditative state and trying to calm yourself down to really decide what's meant for you, what you really want, what's yours, protecting also what's yours. Standing up for yourself. I usually get that with the Seven of Wands, not with the Five of Wands, but with this picture, I do get this here. It's okay to fight for what you want and to become really, really clear, okay? To become very clear. What is it that you want? Your vision. Hold your vision and fight for your vision. Hold your vision really, really hard. And you will see, it's almost with the Nine of Cups, it's like very quick satisfaction. Suddenly, it'll come out of the cups, like your seeds, suddenly everything is blossoming, suddenly. But it's still an emotion in her face of calmness. Okay, it's like, oh yeah, there it is. I think you have the strength inside of you, group number one, and you don't know how to actually physically do it, physically or mentally. I do believe that you understand this whole cycle and this wheel, full circle thing of like law of attraction potentially and how to feel. But you may be trying it in a way that works for someone else but not for you. Because it might be because you're more of a sensitive person. Maybe you're so sensitive you actually have a way more different power to make something manifest than others do. I think for you, you just have to be holding on to your vision very strongly and not get distracted, okay? Even if there's a warning. I also heard with the warning, when I looked at this now, it's a false warning. Sometimes we're being tested. Or if you're too alert, okay, too much alert, and it's like throws you off your path, and then you kind of start like wobbly, with Two of Pentacles underneath here as well. Then you start warbling about, oh, is this really going to happen? Should I do it a different way? I think for you, you just have to hold on to your vision and keep going. Don't look left and right. There's little things, that go up and down, a little bit of nagging here and there. But I feel to tell you to not get distracted, and then you will get there really quickly. People might actually just be watching you and be like, what the heck, how do you do this? Three of Swords here. Wants to peek through. You also have the Three of Swords peeking through. And maybe it takes vulnerability for you as well, because you've been hurt and maybe you've been disappointed. You've had to let go of things and now you're fighting for yourself, but it's really you also in front of you, standing up for you, for what you really want, what means something to you. What do you really want? You have to choose. You have to choose, make a choice, and hold your vision. Calmly, but assertively. You know, assertive is not like super aggressive. If you want to look up what assertive really means, or watch a video about being assertiveness, being assertive, sorry. Oh yeah, I wanted to get a few more cards here. Maybe Two of Swords is peeking as well. Make a choice. Okay, make a choice. And hold on to it. Is there any more that needs to come through? Knight of Wands. Interesting. Yes, this Knight of Wands, he doesn't pay attention to anything else. He has this one passionate little tiny thing in his hands. It's a little spark, and he just holds his vision. He's nurturing it, he's holding it, he knows exactly what he wants. He has a passion and a drive and this creative flow. Okay, he's very, very focused on this one thing that he wants. Maybe for you also, uniquely you, it's one thing at a time, maybe not too many things at once, so you can really focus on this one thing and not be distracted by circumstances, natural circumstances that we have to live through on a daily basis. Then it's also easier for you to not be distracted and choose your emotions wisely and stay calm. Assertiveness, it's really assertiveness that's coming through. You just have to know what you want. Three of Swords again, this is it's interesting. There's a few multiple cards in this deck and it's very cool. We have a very negative Three of Swords, let's say a negative one, and then we also have a very positive one. Look at this Three of Swords. A 3 is a magical number. It's like the trinity of things, okay? It's the body, the soul, and the spirit. In this case, we have the knowledge, the crown chakra. It's like the head is completely open. We understand something, the Holy Trinity. This is a holy grail for you to understand. Also knowledge, okay? Like learning. Meditating, again, I feel it with meditation because this guy says his eyes closed, okay? The book is open, and the letters are just flowing out like birds into his head. It's all connected. You're basically connected to what you want. See it as a big circle. As I said, we're starting with the same colors. We start with the same color as we're ending. And in between, we have the little bit of darkness here and all the challenges. So if you close your eyes and you feel the emotion of assertiveness, it's, you know exactly what you want and how to get it. It's the circle, right? It says right here, and it becomes manifested within you. Your head, your mind plays a very, very important role in this. Group number 1. It's actually more your mind than your emotions. So you have to become very much aware and an observer of yourself. Yeah, you must be a good visualizer. I feel you either are a very good visualizer, or this is also where you can learn maybe how to visualize better, so you can focus more. So you have your vision of what you want always really close by you and right in front of your eyes. Even when you close your eyes, it's right there. You're focused on this thing that you want, and you won't be distracted. That's how we choose the emotion for this. Assertiveness. Calm, assertive. And you see already what you want. You already see it. She also has her eyes closed a little bit. It looks a bit like it. Holding your vision. Okay, now I start repeating myself now. Two of Wands. Yes. New path. But knowing which one. What's underneath? The Two of Cups. Same with love. It goes for every situation. Okay, I'm not going deeply into which situation this is for you specifically. It could be many different things for whoever is watching, but this is a general divine message for you. Calm and assertive. Calm and assertive. Then you get to your goal. And now I want to get you a Wishcraft card, please, for happy sleep pillow. I sleep well and have good dreams. Yes. With the Four of Swords, this Three of Swords, it could be you're dreaming about something. You might be dreaming about it. Maybe your dreams are, whatever it is, either reality or your dreams. Something is darker than the other, and there's a bit of contrast. but outside. Look at yourself from the outside, okay? Like the whole circle. We need the contrast too. Otherwise, you cannot enjoy here what you're trying to manifest. Any more for group number 1, please? This guy? Fly free. I receive messages from nature easily. Yes, for sure. Beautiful. I also want to get one of these little tiny cards here. I got these from a friend. There's a lot of cards in here, but let's see what it says. Just another divine message here for group number 1. Not sure if I can shuffle these. They're so tiny. Look at this. Let me get another message for group number 1. Or more than one, whichever. Okay, this guy. This one. I should put them in a bowl and literally just draw some. It's way too many. See any more, please, for group number 1? This one. Okay, let's see what we got. Cultivate community. We're all here to make the experience more beautiful for each other. You also have cultivate playfulness. Your life will be sweeter and brighter. Yes, playfulness for sure. But first, I think the assertiveness is very important to hold on to your vision. And then you can be playful about it. Because if you know what you really want, it's not that you have to forcefully hold on to it all the time, because you have this strength, this trust and faith inside of you that it just naturally will come. Be the change you wish to see in the world, and the world will begin to change. Yeah, here we have your unique path, group number 1. It's like sometimes emotions and feelings are really hard to describe. I had this moment once where I came out of a really sad time after a breakup of a relationship, but something inside of me just was like, well, if you want to be happy, it's not going to just happen next week suddenly, If you want to be happy, you kind of have to feel happy right now. And then you feel happy in the next moment too. And for some reason, it made so much sense in that moment in my head that it just clicked, It just clicked, and I just was like, oh my God, I'm the one who chooses to be happy right now, because next week is just another right now. And if I'm not happy by then, who am I going to, whose fault is this? My circumstances? It's like sometimes we have these strange aha moments where everything just makes sense, and then you can change it instantly. And I had as soon as I changed my vibration in that moment, because I understood it too, that again reminds me of this card with the learning something and making it really clear so we get it, then we can change it. Suddenly also my phone rang, I was in a good mood, something positive happened immediately. It was just so bizarre but amazing at the same time, because something just clicked in that second and everything changed. I was like, yeah, if I want to be happy, I have to be happy right now. I mean, where else is the happiness coming from? Where is it going to come from? And I believe that it should be the same with every other emotion or anything we want to manifest. I wanted to be happy again, and I manifested happy by choosing to be happy in the moment. My body, everything suddenly went into happy mode. And then whatever attracts happy attracts happy, I guess, or good circumstances. Anyways, for me, it was just nice because I got immediate proof of the pudding. And with that said, group number 1, I really hope that helped for your divine message here. That was a general reading, so I didn't really get into a specific topic like finances or love or something like this. I think this could be used for any situation, whatever you want. And I hope that helped, as I said. And thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. All right, beautiful group number 2. You chose this super awesome, simple, but yet so ambitious and promising card. We can try. We can try. Okay, I got different messages here. I got messages for playfulness. I got messages for relationships. Okay, feeling sensations. Okay, let's see what it says here. These are my Reiki healing cards, so it's with energy healing. Sometimes it's tough to try to understand someone else's motivation if he or she does or says something that hurts us or hurts those we love. We can try it just for today, but we can try it just for today. So in this specific thing here, something to do with others as well, we can try. So it's about someone else's motivations. Yeah, I had this feeling of, with a relationship, for example, like we can try. Like it can be romantic, but it can also be like any relationship, really, platonic, family. But I want to get more cards first, obviously, and see what your divine message is here. Also, it feels very healing and open and freeing, okay? It's like I feel also with the sky's the limit, first of all, I heard, and then there's freedom to explore if everybody can be themselves. So the doors are open, okay? The doors are open right now. If you were wondering about a specific person or continuing a relationship or starting a relationship, having a conversation, after maybe a fight or whatever it is, like the doors are open right now, like the time is right now to calmly, I feel, have interactions or try even something different, have contact again, try a relationship romantically. But let's just see, okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself. It could be many things. Could also be a work situation. Okay. I fell out of here. Community and freedom. See, freedom. Freedom. Also peace offering, I heard. There's a peace offering here. There's freedom here. There's freedom of speech, of expression, of saying sorry, saying thank you, saying it's okay, anything, okay? There's a lot of openness here right now for understanding. And then we have also community. It could also be, it's community. I feel the tree also with family, okay? So we're not all the same, but in the end, we are all the same. So I feel there is like this contrast in good and bad and everything coming together. It's this peace. Maybe also somebody here watching group number 2 is understanding duality and the oneness about it, that we need it, okay? I feel your divine message here is that either you're feeling this already or that there will be a lot of positive openness and freedom coming towards you. Peace. And with this comes peace. You're understanding duality and the oneness about it. We're all different. There's an acceptance here and a love and freedom for everyone to exist, no matter who they are, how they are, what they look like, and how they think and how they feel and what they do and how much money they have or how not much money they have. There is this like acceptance that this world wouldn't be the way it is, that this world wouldn't exist if we were all the same thing, or if there was just only one of us. We have to have diversity. We need to experience different things. We need people that are angry, happy, sad. We all go through these emotions in our life. So we all have a story. Like there's this like complete openness for understanding coming. Maybe there's also a shift in energy here, changing in general for you, and you might be just like so loving this. Maybe you've wanted this for a long time and now it's finally here. But I also feel group number 2 is here. There's a lot of things clicking, okay? A lot of things will make sense. And this is actually really amazing. Maybe there's also this freedom of trying a new relationship, as I said, because there's mutual understanding here. What's a divine message, please, for group number 2? Something flip here? Felt like it. Group number 2. Thank you. Okay, these two came together. This just really wants to take place here. That's the moon card. Attraction. This is a little bit different than in the tarot, okay? But it seems the same here. We're coming closer to something. You're definitely coming closer to something big. I feel extremely powerful energies here for group number 2. You might also, maybe you're also something very big. Like a leader, might be politician, there's something coming closer. In the night, we're attracting something here with the moon, and it looks very similar to this building. In the daylight, we make it, okay? But there's something moving through the night, and we get there by daylight. There's freedom here, maybe travel, traveling, moving, like big things, okay? Big time, like moving countries potentially, or leading, reaching this goal, this achievement, this award, this institution. Like, as I said, you're becoming this person, this position, this emperor, this leader, okay? You're reaching something major in your life. But there might also be things changing in politics, okay? Laws might be changed. Finally, something you've potentially been waiting for. Justice, all these things, like big things. I hear funny things about you might grow a few inches, there's something big coming overnight. There's a change overnight almost. If this is about the relationship, maybe you get a message, okay? Or you get proposed to. Like, there's something big changing here, like an overnight situation that's changing. We have a woman on the bottom and the loyalty with the dog. Yeah, I see this here for almost every situation, possibly the storks here, moving, traveling card, but also protection here. Freedom. Look at this coming in here with these flowers. Expression, freedom of expression as well. Maybe somebody's coming out. You're changing something about yourself. So there's definitely freedom here, and you will be accepted for it. If you were afraid, of a big change or something, whatever it is, physically, your looks, what people might think, or how you stand in your community, if you have a voice in your community, if you're a politician, if you should go for this job, if you go for this relationship, things are shifting overnight. You're going to have a huge aha moment, or something is actually changing for you, literally. There's so much openness. The doors are open. I said this right in the beginning. Doors are open. Man, woman, here, the man and the woman. It might be a big change for a relationship. Maybe different races, for example. Like, there is a very, very good energy about two things becoming one. Okay. Is there one more? Oops. Yes, the woman just wants to show its face here. You might be this one asking, the man, here's the lilies. Sexuality is coming through as well with the lilies, but also wisdom, okay? Something old, like something that needed to change, something that's open now. So we're open potentially with sexuality, who knows, but also wisdom, okay? You're gaining a knowledge, you something that has been hidden, but now it's open, like laws are changing, something big is changing. As I said, same messages are coming through, which is really incredible. Kidoki, your cards are just coming out very easily here. And on the bottom, the owl, again, the wisdom. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Isn't that a strong message, group number 2? Like, I don't know. I also get this vibe of like old, what's the word for this? In German, like these old buildings, these forts and stuff. And I see this owl sitting on there. It's almost waiting for you. Like, it's like wisdom. There's some wisdom in something old as well. Something established that, Okay, 2. Kingfisher. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in perfect form. And the Oriole. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Yeah, there's definitely positive changes here. Again, these colors I'm picking up in here. And with these poppies as well, freedom, peace, okay. Maybe a war is coming to an end as well. Okay, crazy story or crazy insight here, but there's some peace coming, okay. Peace offering. Something can finally change. Something is changing. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive in the perfect form. I think this prosperity could be financial, obviously, because if you're really landing this new job or this position and you're going up the ladder, it'll immediately bring finances, like prosperity financially as well. But I also feel this prosperity in abundance in a form of freedom and openness and happiness. Feeling this freedom, you know, of like not worrying about something anymore. It's coming through a lot. Oof, my stomach is growling. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. I'm a little bit like a lion here. You fought for something, group number 2, and it is coming. It is coming. You're getting the chance. Doors open. Okay. Let's see. With tarot, if we can get some more advice here, how to go about this. Potentially. The Empress, yes! We're giving birth to our dreams and wishes. Okay, everything is coming true. I already talked about the Emperor, and here we have the Empress. And before, we also saw 2 people. We saw the man and the woman in Lenormand. So there is a union, okay? A union of either a relationship of physical people or a union of relationship of something that just belongs to you. And this might be this job. This might be that the politics, the war, the peace, you know, the things, the contrast that belongs together. Almost like the fear and the hope. You know, the contrast now becomes one, and we don't have to be fearful anymore of either, because we understand that the one could not exist without the other. Like 2 people belong together and become one because they just belong together. They're soulmates. They're meant to be together from the get-go. Something is changing overnight. And with the Empress, it's like giving birth, right? It's like it's done. Like the meal is done, the oven is done. So your 45 minutes are up. It's such ridiculous. Like there's something cooking in the oven here, just as a metaphor, right? She has a baby, she's birthing a child soon, like she's highly pregnant. So this is like this nurturing, this what you want, what you've been waiting for, what has been developing inside of you is finally ready to come out, to come to fruition. And there's contrast here too. Obviously, everything has contrast. Okay, let's get some more cards. Okay, this one's come as well. The 10 of Swords. Yeah, something is definitely going over. Again, this contrast of like this fruitfulness, you know. And here we have the Swords. Like, oh, completely done, you know. Done. You're done. This person doesn't look like it's going to come to rescue you. It's just going to pass you. Or this person. You may be the one passing this because this is over. Something old is done with, but there's also the contrast that becomes one. One doesn't exist without the other. The labor, pain, okay? But it brings out something beautiful. So it goes hand in hand, the negative with the positive. Or let's just say the contrast things of, you know, here we have the 9 of Cups again. Yep, here we have it, you know, the satisfaction of things and the Queen of Swords. The feeling into the knowingness. Okay, this is all telepathy, intuition. We have this here with the owl. This is the feminine aspect of the mental realm. And this, for me, is telepathy, the knowingness, okay? Just knowing something to be true. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Here we have it with the 9 of Cups, which is the satisfaction feeling. All these cups are blooming. Satisfaction and just knowing that there's abundance, you know, knowing that there's more abundance. We have it here with prosperity and community. If this is about a job, you understand that life is up and down, okay? And it brings you this knowledge, this understanding finally brings you freedom because you achieved something. You really achieved something. Something's going to change overnight, group number 2. And I really feel you will get this promotion. You will get promoted. Something is changing law-wise. I mean, I said all these things before. You might get that relationship, that person that belongs to you. All these things are coming through. Yeah. Okay, anything else for group number 2, please? From the tarot as advice, maybe potentially. Or just divine message. Anything else? Yeah, Two of Wands. There's definitely a new way we can try. I see the doors are open, and it's time. I feel like it's time for this freedom, this new beginning for you, group number 2. You know it's coming. Like, I really feel it's like you're like wondering where it is. Where is this thing that belongs to me? Relationship, job, money, whatever it is. And it's here. It's changing overnight. I really feel that here with the moon and this Tower card there. You will get your position. You will get what belongs to you. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you will get what belongs to you. I feel with this, it's like, it's unshakable. It's meant to be. The message is coming through here. Yeah, no more scarcity here with the 7 of Swords. Take what's yours. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, with the 7 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles and Temperance. There, again, same what I already talked about. The mending of things, okay? Understanding that things are black and white. But that doesn't mean you have to struggle or be scared. You understand the freedom in understanding that duality is there for a good reason. And now is your time. Now is your time. By understanding, you will see a change overnight. Thank you. It's a unicorn. Almost looks like it. Be an animal. I share my world with animals, which have all kinds of strengths. Very instinctual, right? Animals are just going after the instincts. They also don't overthink certain things very much. They just do. But I don't know if it's easier or not, but... Okay, let's take those. We have the magic wand. I focus my energy. And then windy kite magic. My wishes matter. Yeah, there's also certain things of like you having some backbone as well and believing in yourself. That's coming through here as well. Also with the Knight of Swords, I feel, and the Queen of Swords. Really connecting to your own wisdom and understanding that this belongs to you. If this is something you really want, it belongs to you. We have to just get out of our own way sometimes, okay? Maybe you can also find some more peace in your community and with like having support in this. Okay, let's get you one of these. Lots of them. I got these from a friend of mine. I have not used them really ever, but some nice messages on here. For group number 2, please. Okay, another one. Oops. Oh well. I should put them in a bowl, I know, and just get them out. Every experience has something to offer you. What's being offered to you right now? Freedom. The door's open. Attune your vibration. Cultivate compassion. Create a more loving world. I want to take the ones that are actually a flip. Change is good. It opens up doors to new possibilities. Yeah, the doors are open. We heard that right from the beginning, that doors are open. Let's see. Keep it simple. Simplicity is the key to brilliance. Nurture creativity in your life. Sparkle with vitality and freshness. Let's just read them all. What the heck? A deep well of wisdom lives within you. Trust yourself. Wisdom again. We have the owl right there. Make time to nurture yourself. You'll have so much more to give others. We have community here, right? It's like back and forth, give and take. Give and take is coming through. 6 of Pentacles coming through as well. And then we have dream chasers become dream catchers. What's your dream? Yes, exactly. It's almost there though. You don't have to doubt it anymore, group number 2, because whatever belongs to you is meant for you, and it will come and it will change overnight here. There's an aha moment, there's freedom, there's open doors. Things are going to change big time. You're going to move up that ladder, okay? Either a relationship or a job or whatever the situation is for you. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in. This was an amazing reading. I hope it helped group number 2, and I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, beautiful group number 3. You chose this beautiful card of enlightenment with this green in the background and the water, very soft waterfall. Very, very beautiful. I feel like I want to mention that before I started the recording again for group number 3, I had a bit of trouble with my technology here until I realized something very quickly and was a very, very easy fix. So sometimes we play around with things that have actually nothing to do with the real setting. So I don't know why I feel like I need to say this, but sometimes things in situations resolve themselves, okay, without us having to do anything or major things. Okay. A little bit more to read on this card. No matter how much of your life you dedicate to spirituality, you will probably still need to work in some manner to feed yourself, clothe yourself, keep yourself warm, and live comfortably. There is an old Zen Buddhist saying, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Absolutely. It's a feeling, it's a state, okay? It's a feeling state, and also it's a feeling state of awareness and observation, and just going with the flow as well. Okay, very beautiful. But I do feel like group number 3, like most of the time group number 3s, they're already very spiritual people, or very in tune with something very specific spiritually wise. Let's get you a few crow cards. Urban Crow. Okay, divine messages please for group number 3. Thank you. And we have observation. How fitting is this? We already talked about it. Interesting. Observation and caching. Is it catching? Caching? I don't know really this word, to be honest, in English. It's actually, I have to look this up again here. I also feel, whoopsies, enlightenment in your case, observation. I feel this is a very clear picture as well. It's also through observation and being aware. And I literally already talked about this awareness and observation. Becoming the observer is how you also find enlightenment. Yeah, like it says, there's more to enlightenment than just having this aha moment of enlightenment. It's like we're collecting, okay? We're collecting all the pieces and keeping them safe somewhere. It's almost like hiding your pearls, your wisdom. Keeping them safe. Learning about something. Let's get more information about this here with Lenormand. Divine messages for group number 3, please. We have the lilies. Again, wisdom, enlightenment coming through here. Very, very strong. Wisdom. Old wisdom. You might also learn from older people on how people did things before. So you might be a very quick learner. You might be very smart, okay, very clever when it comes to certain behaviors, what others do. Like you observe others and you learn from it, and you collect failures and wins, okay, of others, or your parents, your family. Maybe it's very traditional how you do things. Health as well. Health is coming through with the tree and the lilies here. Okay. Also, I just heard on how to seduce a woman, potentially, or a man. You're a learner, group number 3. Okay. And the ship. You might also, okay, with this travel knowledge, and you might use this knowledge, okay, to go far. You might actually be successful. Maybe you want to be a writer, write about this, put your knowledge into something, okay? So you might be teaching about it. Could be a teacher or a coach, okay? Dating coach, life coach, personal trainer. Yeah, a coach. A one-on-one coach. Or like, as I said, with the ship, I see this, you taking this knowledge. It's traveling far. You can reach a lot of people, I heard, for some reason, okay? Like, normally I would read this a little bit differently, but I have to go with my intuition here and what it says. And also this healthy tree of like, it's just very strong. You're very rooted in something, in your wisdom, in how you do things. You might also be a meditation master or a teacher, yoga master, yoga teacher, something like this, okay? But where your wisdom, you can help people with this. But there's something about it not being shared right now. I feel like right now, maybe this enlightenment is just for you, but maybe also the divine message is that you can take all of this and also make it bigger. Like, you can share it with the world. If you wanted to share it, if you wanted to put it in a book or travel around the world and teach people, you could definitely do this. And I think with the ship, I see this like around the world is huge. It could be expanded over continents, into different countries. Interesting. Very interesting. Didn't see this going that way, but let's see. Okay, the Fool flipped over right away here. I just grabbed this deck and the Fool flipped. So there's a new beginning here in this, okay? Maybe you already collected so much wisdom and so much, you observed so much and you know so much, you have so much knowledge. It's time for you to actually do something with this. Help other people with it, okay? Put it into good use. And maybe you also have to have a new beginning, and now you can actually draw from your toolbox, okay, from all the things that you learned. Maybe if you need to move, travel, or visit another place with a new beginning here with the Fool, there might be like a new beginning of some sort. You can use these stored memories and knowledge, that stored knowledge, to your advantage. Okay, for group number 3, please. We have the Vulture. Wow. Accept the inevitable. Let go of the past and welcome a rebirth to begin. Yeah, we have a new beginning here. Okay, so now I have to go back to the bottom of the card. We had grief on the bottom here. So there might also be something that happened. Okay, obviously now with this, where we have to let go of the past, but we can also still nurture us from the past, okay, through the wisdom. It's not dead, okay? Not everything is just dead or gone. Like, there's something to take out of into the future with you here with the Fool card. You can use what you've learned and take it with you. Yeah, accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. Very much. With the ship here as well, there's a journey. There's so much depth here, so much knowledge, so much wisdom. Like, whatever you lost potentially, if it's a person or like a job or an opportunity or whatever it is, like there's so much. You planted so many seeds. There were so many experiences that you made that you can take, okay? You can nurture yourself from these experiences and take it into the future with you. Let's see if we get some more information with this. When I get actually another... Okay, thank you very much. Owl here on the bottom. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Okay, trust your intuition. We have the Man here on the bottom as well. Oh yeah, there was the Man of the clouds and the letter and a woman. Might be a relationship. Okay. We have Eagle. You're learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. New heights again, new beginning. Okay, if you saw something as a failure potentially, or something that ended as something negative, there's more positive in the ending and in the new beginning than you'd think. Okay, you're way more wise than you think. You have way more knowledge than you think, and you have way more tools in your toolbox than you think. You might be out of your comfort zone right now with something new, okay? But you have what it takes, and you have more than what it takes. You might feel a little bit thrown off, but absolutely not necessary. Group number 3. Okay, what do they need to know? Group number 3 here, divine message, please. Anything else more in depth for group number? Thank you. I also want to take this one. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Wise one on the bottom again. See? Okay. Page of Wands. Interesting. Let's peek through. We have the 9 of Wands flipping. A wounded warrior here. Let go of the past. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords. Wow, this is very new passion too. I do potentially believe this could be relationships with or something new, that a new passion, a new what's the word? A new work, a new I feel what I want to say is group number 3. It feels like something new, but it isn't. You have ridden this horse before, I heard. Like, you have done this before. Even if you think that this is all new and uncomfortable potentially, or you still kind of like in this mode of, oh my God, it all been taken away from me, or this important thing has been taken away from me, or it's over. Whatever is coming towards you, what's new, you know more than you think. And you definitely know more than the people around you. You have more knowledge. Even if you're like older now, or you're just out of your comfort zone with something, even if you're in a situation where you feel uncomfortable, you quickly learn and you quickly show what you've got. It's almost like there's not much more you need to learn in a new situation other than that you can bring something that you already learned into the new situation and teach others potentially. Even if you have to move again, or you have to travel or something like this, and you're like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. It's like, it's going to actually feel very natural almost, in a way that your confidence comes through because of all your experiences and all the things you know. The experiences are already collected in your life. You might feel like this, but you're actually this. Actually, I also feel that this state is not going to last much longer when you are in this full situation, in this new beginning state, that actually brings also some excitement. There is a weird mix here of excitement, of newness and old. Okay, it's a mix of old and new. You have the wise one here on the bottom with the Ace of Cups underneath. So you could also turning something that you learned in your life. You might actually be doing something now that's completely different than what you did before. And this wouldn't have happened if there wouldn't have been an ending to something. Because now you're realizing that you know so much that you can teach others and help others with this. You're the eagle now. You're learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. And as I said, I feel you will be thrown into something, or you have been thrown into a new situation that is for your benefit, that will really show you how much you can give, how much knowledge you have, where you can put yourself a little bit on a pedestal, because maybe you've been playing small a little bit, because for now in your life you've observed a lot, you learned a lot, but maybe you haven't come out, with your knowledge, and to really be like, hey, I can actually do way more than I think. Okay, potentially for you, group number 3, the wise one. I see potentially maybe one of you, like, this is almost like a small voice that I'm hearing, is somebody will write a book. But more so I hear like somebody will share, okay? You will share your knowledge. You will become what you're meant to be. Finally, this is a common theme here, I feel, for all groups. Divine message is that you will finally attract and become who you're meant to be, or with who you're meant to be with, or the job or whatever is meant for you will come. But in this case here for group number 3, I feel very strongly that you are that one. Okay, your potentials, your everything is finally, you're at a point in your life where people are looking up to you. Okay, they might come to you with their issues now, and you actually have the right answers. And there is a power inside of you that you can finally express on the outside. It'll be like physically manifested now, like you collected all of this knowledge and these experiences, which you might, maybe you thought, oh no, you know, I don't have a degree or whatever it is, but you're ripe, you know, you're ripe to share knowledge. And if it's not something specific like that, it's more so that you will really enjoy this new beginning, actually, with the accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. We have to like really let go of the past, like it says right here with the vulture. It's time for it to fade away and to really embody the new person that you are with everything that you went through, because you now almost like identify, you become this whole person. You know what I mean? It's like all these little pieces that you've experienced in your life so far, and now you have this huge new beginning. You take everything and become finally this whole person, this thing, that strong person, that person that you've always been meant to be. Like if for example, if you've been studying forever and you just wanted to be a professor in your life or something, you're finally at this stage where you graduated, you gained knowledge, you were the teacher, you moved around from schools, you know, you gained all these experiences, but now you're finally this professor that you always wanted to be. And it feels easy. It actually feels surprisingly easy to you now to use all of this knowledge, and people are going to be like, "Wow, you're so wise! You've learned so many things," and then it's almost like you're realizing that it wasn't about so much the degree or something. It's more so also personality. You're becoming whole as a human. You know, you become this whole person. You're finally who you always been meant to be. You're gonna do what you always wanted to do, or what maybe you didn't even think you wanted to do this. Something is happening here that is making you a whole person. What you came here on this planet, almost. It's a huge message, honestly. But also with the Ace of Cups here, you're gonna finally do something. You're gonna enjoy it and you're gonna love it. There's this opportunity here. It's not so much about learning anymore. It's about now giving the knowledge to others as well, sharing your knowledge, or at least being perceived as that wise, experienced, whole human that has his shit together. Honestly, like no matter what your age is. But he figured out the maze here with the King of Swords. He's like in front of a maze. He's on top of it. He has the plans for the maze. He knows how to get through it. He knows everything. He is very black and white, but we also have the feeling state here, okay? That's okay. I think you earned your right to have black and white feelings. You're very, very wise. Certain things are black and white, and you know that. You also know that certain things you have to go with your intuition. You have to go with the flow. There's this enlightenment within you for every situation now. Whatever comes, whatever you step in, every step you do, you know how to handle it. You know how to treat the situation. Every human, whatever comes towards your way is now going to be easier for you. Life is easier. And it's going to be more fun because of that. It's actually, if you've ever been afraid of getting older, for example, you will experience actually the fun part of it. Of like, you're older now, you're wiser, you experience all these shitty things already. You don't have to go through them again. And if you have to go through something dark or difficult, you handle it completely different now. You handle it very differently now, with poise and calmness, and you stand straight. Your chest out, you're not afraid, you're not scared. And then people will come to you and be like, hey, how are you doing this? You have this aura around you. It's just very, very attractive and handsome. I want to say handsome for some reason. Yeah, interesting messages for group number 3 here. We have pairing with magic. I don't have to know everything all the time, but the funny thing is you do. And if you don't, you're okay with it. That's what I mean. You have this good balance of wisdom, like black and white knowledge, and then also intuition. You can also have faith, okay? You don't have to, like your ego is almost like your ego is being dampened, like it put a little bit, it's calmed down. It's calmed down, let's just say. Okay, 2 more here. We have the lucky walk. I'm generous and loving, for sure. And then we have shield of crystals. I am loved and protected. Yeah, on your new path, your new journey. That's another thing. I feel like you feel this connection to the divine, and you also know when you have to do something. So there's this mix of knowingness of when to have faith and when to take action physically. Okay, get you one of these few. We have look for the extraordinary in the ordinary and awaken to your extraordinary life. Yes, that's so cool. Cultivate compassion, create a more loving world. And also this compassion towards others, right? When we understand ourselves and how life works, we can also understand others way better. Every experience has something to offer you. What's being offered to you right now? Yeah, obviously we're never going to stop learning, but the way you're learning now and the way it's from the other side. It's now, before I feel you may have learned through your own experiences, observing, blah, 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 and, touchy-feely sometimes. But now I also feel like you're learning through teaching others. This is a new way of learning something by also seeing others develop and how you can help them by knowing what they're going through and having compassion and explaining something. You see their growth. That's also going to change you again. We have cultivate your light. When you shine brightly, you bring more light into the world. Yeah. Through this enlightenment card, it's more like really also always working on your energy, on your heart with the green here, and your inner wisdom, your intuition. Always mending the black and white, the wisdom, the knowledge, the mental realm with the emotional realm and also the physical realm. I think there's also, again, a holy trinity here, this triangle of body, soul, and spirit, and a very, very nice connection now. And, it needed to be this long, or whatever stage you're in right now, to feel this, to have this sort of, this specific enlightenment. I'm saying specific enlightenment because it could be depending on situations. So as I said, now in the next phase, there could be other enlightenment stories for you, but they're coming from a different perspective. It's learning by teaching. Before you were, like you're teaching, before you were learning from teachings, from teachers, from other people, by observation. And now it's like the opposite. You're becoming the teacher. But you're growing through that, through being the teacher, by watching others now from the other side almost, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. And with that said, group number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a super nice reading, really exciting. And I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.